Good morning. Today's Tuesday, July 14th. I'm Tom Tracy, and this is your Daily S.O.A.P. Our scripture for today, 1 Chronicles chapter 21, verse 1, which reads, Satan rose up against Israel and incited David to take a census of Israel. The observation is it doesn't have to be something obvious. The application, when we think about Satan attacking us, we oftentimes think about the loss of a job, an illness, the loss of a loved one, a car accident, these catastrophic events in our life that show that we have trials and tribulations that we go through. And we attribute those things to Satan, but oftentimes we overlook the things that aren't quite so obvious. David was a man after God's own heart, and here he was incited by Satan to take a census of Israel. Now, most of us would stop and think and say, well, that's not such a big deal. The king should know how many people are in his domain and how many people is he actually ruling over and how big is his fighting forces and things of that nature. But the difference here is that Israel, up until this point, had solely relied on God. They had not concerned themselves with how many people there were or how large their army were. They were focused solely on God and God's provision. By David taking a census, he was going away from that and saying, we have become strong enough and big enough that we can sustain ourselves. He turned his back on God. That action, though it looked like it was something that wasn't so bizarre or it wasn't so obvious, separated him from God and had very severe consequences when he restored that relationship. Read the rest of the chapter and it will tell you the rest of that story. I don't want to spoil it for you. But sometimes when we do the things that Satan incites us to do, others pay our price. Our prayer today, Father, help us to be alert to the wiles of the enemy as he sometimes isn't quite as obvious as we need him to be. I trust that the Lord has spoken to you today through this word. If so, like and share and let someone else hear it as well. Subscribe to the channel and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Have a great day.